Hello, Facebook friends and family. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell, per usual, on this Good Friday afternoon. It is June the 6th, I believe. Let me see. I got my laptop in here because I was listening to something as I was flat ironing my hair. Yes, it is June the 6th, 2025, and it is 2:51 p.m. Denzel ain't here, so I'm probably about to walk to the school and get Mari and Mally since Lily didn't go to school today. Or, I don't know, maybe Lily might want to walk up there. She might want to see her friends. I'm not sure. But, yes. As I was just looking in the mirror, though, as I'm doing my hair, or I was flat ironing out my hair or whatever, I keep hearing Cain and Abel, Cain and Abel. And that message keeps coming to me, Cain and Abel, because somebody got a shiesty ass brother. Shit, probably me. I be saying Denzel friends is thieves. He ain't that motherfucking stupid. Like, a family that prays together goes to the federal penitentiary together, is all I'm going to say. Shit, I keep on saying my brother friends be stealing, he probably be stealing right along with them motherfuckers, correct? From me, correct? Correct. Going behind my back, spreading all type of lies and shit too, right? Right. Check. Or not. I'm just using us for examples, you know? But anywho, I keep hearing Cain, where is Abel? Cain, where is Abel? And Denzel be trying to call me a liar and shit, and Denzel know I be telling the truth. Just like I overheard Denzel one time trying to say I take drugs and shit like that, and I'm not the one that take drugs. It's his crackheaded ass friends that take drugs, and probably him too, but it damn sure ain't me. But I had overheard him one day to my Aaliyah, you know you be high. You know you be... No, the fuck I don't. You know you and your friends be high and drunk and fuck the fuck up. Not me. Hence, that's why y'all the ones who be wanting to be all up with the shrooms, the pills, and having the car accidents and all that type of shit. It don't be me. But I'm hearing Cain, where is Abel? Like somebody's brother be backstabbing them with their friends. I look pregnant as fuck. People be saying I be faking about this shit too, but I swear God be showing me shit. He be doing shit. He working mysterious ways, baby. Cause I ain't praying for no baby or nothing like that, but I just know that God's plan is always God's plan, and I know I'm supposed to have another baby. When? I don't know. Just like God, you never know the day, the time, or the hour that the baby will come or be conceived. So Denzel is back. But yes, I kept hearing Cain, where is Abel? You about to ride with me to get the kids? I keep hearing Cain, where is Abel? Cain, where is Abel? Cain, where is Abel? But this is a different lifetime, a different timeline, and things have to be changed. It's also time for new world order. So like Cain ain't gonna be able to kill Abel this go round or nothing like that. So like people, siblings and stuff, they're not going to be able to work against them how they did back in the Bible days, because this is new world order and stuff has to be changed. Like things have to be made right, because it's a repeated cycle that has been repeated for centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries and shit. And it's time for shit to be made right. So the whole Cain versus Abel, and Cain killing his brother and acting like he didn't know, meaning backstabbing him, sacrificing him, lying, stealing, and all that type of shit, and then acting like he didn't know what was going on. He can't get away with that type of shit this go around, this lifetime, because it's not going to be accepted. And like Abel got to stand up for himself, right? So let's just say if it was my brothers going against me, if it even Denzel, or I got two brothers down south and a sister, if they was working against me or whatever, like you're not going to get away with the crimes that you commit, because this is new world order. This is a new timeline, and shit ain't flying like that no more. You get it? So as I was just in the mirror flat ironing my hair, I kept hearing Cain, where is Abel? Cain, where is Abel? But this is a different lifetime. This is a different timeline and shit. So it's like you're not about to sacrifice your brother and then have his blood drenched all over the sidewalk and shit, acting like you don't know what the fuck happened. You're not about to be stealing from your brothers or sisters and then acting like you don't know what the fuck happened, because this is a new timeline. So I was getting that message. I told you every time I look in the mirror, I can get a message, but that's because mirrors are portals. And sometimes people should look up smoke and mirrors too. Like it's to cast an illusion. People like casting illusions on other people, hence spreading lies, starting smear campaigns, and trying to down talk their brethren, per se. So, something like that is going on, but it's not going to work. Like, somebody needs to, hold on. Somebody has to really realize that this is really New World Order, meaning change is coming into place. Not nothing that you should be scared of, not scared of Illuminati and Donald Trump and all that extra ass bullshit. Elon Musk and all of them. No, this is New World Order. And what the fuck is scary? Like, when I was at my daughter's graduation the other day, the guy was talking and he was like, it's human to be scared. And that's true. Humans do become scared. But when you're godly, God is not a man of fear, just like he's not a man of confusion. So, granted, you might not understand it at first. You're going to get this shit. And granted, you might be scared at first. You're going to become able to be fearless in the process. Is you picking up, Mir? Yeah. What? Yeah. Now? Yeah. I just told her that. Well, I'm his mama. You supposed to tell me, because I'd be confused. I need to make sure my son is getting picked up. Apparently you told her to ask me, so I told her to tell you, yeah. So do you want to walk up here? Do you feel like it? You want to? Yeah, you can. Like, I asked him if he had came here, I could go get my own child. Or whatever. Shit. Giselle don't be paying enough motherfucking attention for me, because I'm still trying to figure out how in the fuck that my son ended up getting jumped, whether he was straight off the bus or not. You supposed to be able to get motherfuckers. Ain't no... I be liking to do shit on my own for my motherfucking kids. I don't give a fuck who car it is. Damn it. I don't trust motherfuckers. You see? Cain, where is Abel? That's what I was just talking about. Cain, where is Abel? Cain, where is Abel? Because it be your own motherfucking brothers and sisters and shit that'll set you the fuck up. Your own goddamn family. I'm the one to tell you about it. Because my family ain't shit. But, anywho, I was hearing it as I was looking into the mirror. And somebody needs to know the importance about mirrors. Because people be so quick to think that I'm faking this shit. But I'm actually very tapped in and very much so spiritual and connected to God and shit like that. And I wasn't always this aware of shit like mirrors being portals and stuff like that. But now, when I come and look in the mirror, I can instantly get a message. Because again, mirrors are portals. And if you believe in spirituality and stuff like that, then you believe in past lives and things like that. And when you can look into a mirror, sometimes God will show you your past life and everything like that. And one time I was talking to this guy and I told him, I'm like, I went in the bathroom and turned on the light and I saw a lion in the mirror. And he was like, really? When did that happen? And he didn't think I was crazy or nothing like that. He's actually a Mason and stuff like that. He's very tapped into the spiritual realm and shit. Like, for some reason, I'm not a Mason or nothing like that. Eastern Star or anything like that. But I know a lot of them. So, anyway, I was telling him, I'm like, yeah, I came in the bathroom and I just like flicked the light on. And I saw a lion in the mirror. And I'm not saying that I was a lion in my past life. But lions and like Egyptians and stuff, they all go hand in hand. Even like Sekhmet and shit like that. So I was explaining that to him and he's like, oh yeah, you know what you're talking about. And I do know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I do my research. And I'm very in tune with myself now. Like being isolated and being secluded away from my family and friends, I really have been enjoying this personal journey of my own because I began to learn myself. And that's why I can't hold grudges against motherfuckers who did fucked up shit to me in the past. Because them bitches ain't know me. Them niggas didn't know me. Like, I didn't even know me and all the stuff that I'm capable of doing. I learned that shit along the way while being isolated and shunned by the world and shit like that. I started to really learn myself and study myself. And I'm just one dope ass bitch that been around, and my soul been around for centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries. And I fucks with me the long way. And that's how I can get away with not having friends and not having so much family and shit like that. Because once you start learning yourself, you just realize so much shit. And once you build a relationship with God, you really realize how much you don't need so many people around you. And I never used to understand that. With my grandma, she used to be like, girl, I don't need no husband as long as I got God. Or I don't need no friends as long as I got God. And I used to be like, grandma, ain't you lonely? Like, you don't want a man or nothing like that? She like, no, sometimes men don't bring you nothing but problems. And as I got older and started dating and shit, I see exactly what my grandma was talking about. Granted, I still want to get married. I want to have a husband. I want to have a blended family. I want to have my fairy tale where I'm living happily ever after and shit like that, because I deserve it. But under the same breath, I know exactly what my grandma was talking about. First of all, you got to love yourself. And you have to love God. And you have to build a relationship with God before you can even get married. Because you know how they say the Holy Trinity, like the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. It also got to be a Holy Trinity with you as well. Like you, God, and your husband. Or you, God, and your wife. As well as you have to be in tune with both sides of your personality and your light and your dark side. Okay, your masculine and your feminine side. It's always a holy trinity. Just like they say, it's your side of the story, my side of the story, and then there's the truth. But no, it's the trinity. Like, there should only be one side of the story, the truth, and it should include your side, my side, and it should all be facts. You get what I'm saying? So it's like braid. I heard one time when I was going to church with Bishop G.O. Jones. He said marriage is like a braid. In order for a braid to stay together, a French braid, you have to have all three of the pieces, and you need to braid it together all the way down to the end. But if one of the pieces is short, the whole braid will unravel. Right? Because you're not equal. You're not even. You're not equally yoked. You need God, yourself, as well as your husband to be on the same page, to be one strong ass motherfucking braid. So, yeah. And mind you, I haven't seen Bishop G.O. Jones since I was 15 years old. 14 years old. When my mama died, we stopped going to that church. So, I remember that from being a kid. I always wanted to be married. Ever since I was a kid. That's always been part of my fantasy. That's why nobody can never take that away from me. Like, I know that one day a good man is going to come into my life. Not saying that I haven't met good men, but they just wasn't. It was either right person, wrong time, or something like that. It wasn't meant. It wasn't God's plan. But I know that now God is planning for me to have that. Like, I worked hard for it and I deserve it. So, all that backstabbing ass, conniving ass, lying ass, thieving ass shit, smear campaigns, and trying to make people view me a different way and all that, I'm hearing that's over. Like Cain, where it's Abel. Like, you're not about to be able to backstab your sibling. You're not about to be able to keep on sacrificing them or to keep lying to them. Because this is all part of a sacrifice. Lying on people, stealing from people, keeping people in poverty and fucking over their life. That's called a sacrifice. It's a human sacrifice. Because as long as you stalling somebody from doing what they want to do, how they want to do it in God's plan, you're sacrificing them. But the one thing you need to know about sacrificing somebody else is that you always gonna sacrifice your motherfucking self. So, all that sacrificing your siblings and shit like that and lying on them and doing all that shit is out the motherfucking window. It is new world order around this bitch. And that means that things are about to fall into place for the better. And it ain't gonna happen overnight. However, I'm hearing I can make you a celebrity overnight. Like, somebody is about to be a real overnight celebrity or some shit like that. And that's pretty dope. But anyway, I'm saying, like, it's time for change. All that shit. You know how they had the Old Testament and the New Testament? Remember, God came with the flood and the New Testament came along and shit. He said he was never going to flood the earth again. That was God's promise, the rainbow and the covenant and shit. But he ain't say he wasn't going to come burn this bitch the fuck up. Because now it's time for New World Order. See, that's where they get it all confused. Like, oh, Satan is fire in hell and hell. No, that's God cleaning this bitch the fuck up. He started with California, Hollywood, and all that. We seen it with our own eyes. So it's the book of Revelations playing out. Do you read the Revelations or no? And that's what I was saying when I kept saying I was feeling like labor pains and shit yesterday and stuff like that. And in the book of Revelations, as well as a few other books in the Bible, they compare the end of the world, the end of hard times, the battle and all that to labor pains. And I said I'm very tapped in. So don't ever call me a fake or a phony. You ain't got to believe me, but don't ever call me a fake or a phony. So, you know how many people didn't believe Jesus? You know how many people still don't believe in God to this day? But you know one thing they always say? Even an atheist will yell for God's name before he takes his last breath. Y'all have a great day. I love you guys.